dispatched. And First in Line jumped very awkwardly, as all over the track as First in Line, and is a long way lost, giving the rider a difficult time. One of the first out of the gates, along the inside, Dark Sienna, nobody wants to go. There's a number of fighters in this race, and Victorious Diva now goes forward to take it up. Last Summer's there. Dancing with Tatum is further back in the running. On the outside of that one is Three Ships, and then we go back to Prosperous Windbell. Imagine that's just in front of that. Roman Courtesan, and then gliding home. And First in Line was slow, but managed to catch up because they're absolutely walking. And it's Victorious Diva who's gone on a length and a quarter. Three Ships is second. Dark Sienna's at the rail third. Imagine that's in the black is back in fourth. Then Dancing with Tatum. They're followed further back in the field by Windbell and Prosperous. Last Summer's near the rail. Roman Courtesan's further back. Then gliding home behind that Big Mary and First in Line. As they turn into the home stretch, Victorious Diva the leader. Dark Sienna goes through down the inside. Towards the outside is Three Ships. Then Dancing with Tatum. Further back, Last Summer. On the outside, Imagine That in the black. Dark Sienna, Dancing with Tatum. Victorious Diva still there. Imagine That. Windbell's also running on from behind. Dark Sienna, Dancing with Tatum. Imagine That coming home well. Down the inside is Windbell getting to the last 100. Imagine That though. And Imagine That comes well to win it. Dark Sienna second. Maybe Victorious Diva third. And then Windbell. Number 5, Imagine That. The Water Winter, Duncan Hulls, and they win it. Goes the 1600 at Scottsville for the first time is Imagine That. And Sherman Brown in the irons wins a length and a quarter. Second, number 2, Dark Sienna. The tote favourite ended up number 4, Victorious Diva. There was no pace on that. Runs third, Victorious Diva, and then Windbell. Further back, Dancing with Tatum, Roman Courtesan, and they were followed over the line by Last Summer, and then Three Ships. Further back was Prosperous. So the winner is 3 off the right-hand side, and that's Imagine That. That's in the black and white silks, and starts to make up the ground. Dark Sienna's with the blue blinkers, or in the white silks, start also running around. Victorious Diva's got the pink cap, and Windbell is staying on nicely at the business end. The winner, Imagine That, number 5, it paid $280. The tote favourite, number 4, until race 5, back to the studio.
Well, Imagine That. Come good, yeah. The daughter of What a Winter from the Duncan House stable, having a little bit of fun with our producer there. Simulation having his stint. Next up, we'll see how he goes. Now, just looking at that last run, she looked quite unlucky.
She was a bit, but it was also too short for her. You know, she got caught far back in the race. Obviously, on the day, Byline was a little bit superior over the trip, but she ran on extremely well. And she'd taken the run well. It's not my style to run them a week later. But I just said to Heinrich, if I sit and wait and don't get a good draw again, I'm going to be sitting 6 weeks before we race again. And I thought I had the horse very fit. She took the run exceptionally well, and we decided to take our chances.
Well done, this winner. And looking at the rest of your runners, how are they doing?
Look, they're all pretty well in themselves. Neptune's Reign and Procol Harum, they're having prep runs. They're going down to Cape Town for those $500,000 races. It could be a bit short for them, and obviously I think Neptune's Reign isn't particularly well handicapped, but I had to find races to give them a gallop in. And then Love Theme. She's above average. It is a tough call coming out the maiden straight into a rated 76 race, but you give a very good account of herself.
Thanks for that.
Great. If I could just say well done to Heinrich and to Nichelle. They've had a bit of patience with this filly. We haven't cracked good draws with her in the past. We had to wait for the win, but I think she'll go on from this.
Well done.
Great. And just thanks to Sherman. Very good ride. Thank you.
Sherman Brown bringing home Imagine That, and you rode her just the other day, and on that run you must have thought she'll go very well.
Yeah, I always thought she'd have a good chance today, but Phil Mox has got to go to Duncan in the stable. also cherry ripe today. Went down to the start, not phased, not like I had a run a few days ago. So, you know, all credit's got to go to the stable, and jumped out, had a nice position, came in the straight, just bided my time, and when I asked the question, it was all there. So, you know, nice ride horses like these.
Nice to have this winner under the belt. She's a small individual. You're going to jump onto a giant next, Bling Swing. He's a big, strong horse, and we've got a bit of confidence from the stable there.
Yeah, well, we had to do our best, and that's what we do.
We'll leave it to you. Well done.
Thank you.
Sherman Brown doing the business on number 5. Imagine That coming through best of all. Well done to Duncan Howes. Ran just 6 days ago, but proved a little bit stronger than this bunch this afternoon.